America with the messenger real quick. This is going to be on Joe Scarborough's MSNBC show about an hour ago, on Trump schools and everything. Well, as Donald Trump said, and I quote, "I do not like or appreciate or agree with Dr. Fauci's response on me opening the country." And of course, none of Dr. Fauci's findings or research are important because science isn't real to President Trump. That should be, very nerve-wracking to the people, especially with children. Public schools. Of course, we all want to see our children go back to school. I'm one of the parents that believes strongly in a routine, and getting those studies to try to get yourself a position someday to get on the inside of the deep state operatives and all that other stuff. That's my personal aspiration for my little one. I hope he can get inside the system as the everyday right now. While my wife's an essential employee, follows daddy around, daddy's videos, calling President Trump President Tinker Toy with me, trying to set a good example. But I guess, kids will be kids. They're going to follow their daddy, of course. But we need to remember something, America. Children are not invincible. They're resilient, but not invincible. And like every other human being on this planet, they're susceptible to viruses and sicknesses. We should have some kind of a plan of action to get these kids back to school safe and healthy. But that's not what your president has his eye on, no. Your president has his eye on getting the kids back to school to get their parents back to paying him and his people. That's what it's all about. And hopefully I would like to see these public school systems open up and encourage masks and, hygiene and all that other good happy horse shit that, schools include. But we also need to change the school system altogether. Here's where the video gets interesting. We have more than enough capabilities and, gumption to completely revise the curriculum. Revising the curriculum to more logical and rational and realistic, academics and lesson plans. Teaching the children socialism. And socialism is in the fact of social behavior, how to interact with one another, how to solve problems, how to work together in the workplace, since we want to pump our children to go work for other companies. Or we can turn it around and teach them how to run companies themselves, teach them how to make money for themselves, teach them how to go to work for something bigger than just a dollar or the American dollar, because that would be something a whole lot more beneficial to the new world. See, I've said it on my videos, I think 3 times now, including this one, that we want to push these kids back to school so bad, but what are they going back to school for? What are they going back to school to do? Take orders. Do not ask questions. I am the teacher, you are the student. It's not, I'm here to teach you, help you. I'm here to give you the access of infinite knowledge, which most, in all reality and respects, the truth of education is infinite knowledge. But education is teaching. Knowledge is, hey, what's this all about? And you just go and you read and you learn. And you retain this knowledge because you wanted to know what it was. Whatever the subject or thing that you're learning, you wanted to know all about what it was. From all sides of that spectrum of whatever you wanted to learn. That's knowledge. We're not teaching the children anything, and we're rushing them to get them out of the way, basically, is what your president wants to do. Fuck taking a perfect opportunity to completely revamp a system in which we could train our kids to be future men and women of this country, and not just going to serve you fries or bag groceries. Because, again, America, the public school system is not up to par with the time we're living in. We need to remember this as we progress on to opening the country. We missed a perfect opportunity to completely rehash a public school system that has done nothing but pump out workers. It's much more than working. It's being. It's progressing. This is why you have so many Americans turned against the sole principle of our country, have no belief in what this country is all about, because it never was what it was all about. It was a floating hypocrite on a blue planet, and still is. And I'm not speaking to my viewers or anybody that enjoys the media. I'm speaking to individuals across the country that were trying to get the word out there that this was a perfect opportunity to seize a country that was in desperate need of review and rehash and revise. But now we're opening it up to go back right to coronavirus, run right to its arms, double and triple and quadruple the spikes of infections, because that's what this country is all about. It's never going to learn its lesson unless we take the opportunity to learn that lesson. We have no leadership, no government, no plan of action, but we're the United States of America. Nah, we're a whole lot less than that, and we're a whole lot less than less. Try that one, you know. And I know sure a lot of you don't agree with that, and I respect that. There's a lot of stuff about this country that did change for the better. We're a lot more aware of the truth of our government, which is something that was coming down the line either way. But I wanted to remind the Americans, as I had a thought, let's go back, since we have to go back, but go back with the knowledge and awareness that we need to go back with. Keep your PPE. Take this shit with you. Even if you got to rewash that mask 4 or 5 times. Because there is no access to coronavirus testing in America. You can check the video from last night. It's facts on healthcare, coronavirus testing, etc. And it clearly states almost 35 states have no access to coronavirus testing. And you have to be almost dead to get it. So be aware, America. Everybody take it easy. Let's carry this idea of the public school system. I know a lot of you would agree with getting these students back to school, and the federal government or state governments come together and come up with ideas to set up accounts for children and pay them hourly from freshman to senior year. Show them that they're setting the money away, teach them how, and protect that account so when they graduate they can either go on to a trade school, go to college, or as long as they present an idea of success, they have money. That is setting our children up for success. Tell any young adult there's money involved. They'll get off their ass and go get that money because they've seen their parents and every other form of authority doing so to get paid. I guarantee that would be a great idea, and somebody will take this idea. But I don't want no money for that idea. This is what I try to set an example of on these videos. Just give me the recognition. Take that idea. I guarantee millions of young adults will get up and go. Everybody take it easy. Peace and love. I'm out.